Warning, the Stone Age Gamer includes a lot of bad language. Cover your mother ears.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 156 of the Stone Age Gamer podcast for the week of June 30th, 2017. Ignore that if you're actually here, because it's going to go up next Friday. I am Chris Randazzo, and joining me, as always, is proud owner of Sonic the Hedgehog shampoo, Mr. Dan Ryan.
Yeah!
And our special panel guest, the Vest Lord himself, Dean DeFalco. We are here at TooManyGames at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, and Dan, Dean, and I have competed once again in our Buy Somethin Wil Ya challenge, where before we go any further, I'm going to tell you your weekly reminder. You can email us at malikek.com. Just include Stone Age Gamer Podcast in the subject line, and let us know what you think of our show, what topics you would like us to discuss in the future, or just say hello, because we always want to hear from you, the listeners. Or the people in this room. I can't believe there's people in this room.
There's a lot of people in this. It is a packed house in here.
People in this room. All right, let's see. So since this is a live panel, we have a time limit. We're going to go get right down to business, and we're going to start with our little contest, and then finish off with the 10, 20, 30, which we do every month. Dan, Dean, and myself each had a budget of $20, except Dan didn't because he's a TV screen, to search the show floor for the weirdest and coolest things we could find. We all had varying levels of success at this challenge in the past, including Dean parading around in a kimono, and me dumping a garbage can full of e-readers on the floor. So let's see what we've got cooking this year. Dan, do you have anything to add before we go forward?
I spent my money on beer, so...
All right.
Dan wins. All right.
Yeah! 2 in a row.
Who should go first, Dan, me or Dean?
Dean should go first. He is the special guest, after all.
That's true. All
right.
right, special guest, what do you got for us?
This is something I found this one in the first 20 minutes I was walking around. I saw it backed up and was like, holy shit, I wanted one of these when I was a kid. My mom was like, it's not safe. It's not safe.
Did you see this, Matt?
Yeah, he was there when I got it. This is, what the hell's it called?
The Aura Interactor.
Aura Interactor. So basically, this is a giant subwoofer that you connect to your back. 90s, right? And it picks up, supposedly supposed to pick up the frequencies of what a punch would sound like from the game, and then it makes you vibrate. Does anyone want to try this on? All right, let's get a volunteer. Raise your hands. Blue. Okay, let's.
Keep in mind it has not been washed.
Yeah, this. Yeah, why don't you?
Wearing a Zen tattoo.
Go ahead and model this sucker real quick. This also. I don't even know what this is. Do you know what this is?
Yes, that's the interface.
All right,
I have one of these at home. I just wanted you to know that on Monday, Matt Much, the man in the corner, sent me this picture.
Oh, all right, okay.
This is a
like
picture
it.
of his Aura Interactor.
Well, now
and
now
I
we're
said,
Aura buddies,
I have
Matt.
one of these at home.
So, yeah, this connects into the wall, connects into the interactor, and then I believe the interactor, this thing connects into that backpack. So you're strapped into that. It's like basically having a nuclear reactor on your back. I would not actually wear this powered up. But yeah, that is bananas. And I was like, I did see one of these when I was a kid. I think they had this in the chest plate type thing.
I was just going to say, isn't that supposed to be on the... No, it is supposed to be on the back.
No, that one's on the back. I think
so
they have
when you're playing
one for
Mortal Kombat, it's like you're getting kicked in the back over and over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like in real life.
Yes, exactly. So that was my thing. It was $20 on the nose, and the lady just stared at me like, "You want that? You want that?"
Absolutely.
And I was like, "Yes." I didn't explain anything because that's what I do. And that was $20. I also have one other thing, Jess, if you could bring that over. No. This isn't for the competition. This is just. No, fuck Dan.
Ouch.
Am I allowed to say? I don't know. No one's here. Who cares?
What do you mean no one's here? There's a room full of
JP.
people.
All right, Chris, this is from me, Jesse, and Matt. We got this for you from a guy who's making pictures. Draw anything for $2. So I know you like Zelda and you like tacos. So we got Link in a taco costume.
Oh, my God. This is beautiful.
Right? I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So
That is outstanding.
For those of you who don't know, say happy birthday to Chris. His birthday just passed.
My birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, so
Thank
happy
you,
belated.
everyone.
Yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool.
I'm going to leave this up here for anyone to take a look at.
If you want to take that nuclear battery off your back, you're more than welcome. You could wear it if you want to sit down for a while, think about it. That's cool. That's scary. Thank you so much.
Shouldn't be
Give her a round of applause for putting this weird thing on her back. I love the sound of that many claps. That's so good.
It's really something.
All right, Kris, what do you got?
Well, all right. Let's. I got a couple of things, but I'm really only going to enter one. But let's start at the beginning here. First, I thought that I was going to present this Sonic the Hedgehog hacky sack. Because it's wearable technology. It can hold things.
It's a fanny pack. Did you say
pack.
hacky sack?
Did I say hacky sack? Yeah, no, this is a fanny pack.
All right, that's fair.
I've been on my feet all day. That's a great excuse. But it's got this stylish checkerboard thing and everything. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog fanny pack. What could be better than a Sonic the Hedgehog fanny pack? Well, just about anything. Including my next not entry, but thought about. These are some Super Mario Brothers Happy Birthday napkins. I spent $5 on this, and it was well worth it. But honestly, when I turned around at this very booth, I saw someone looking at me that was my true and proper entry that just cannot be topped. And I will present him as he was presented to me.
All right. I forfeit. You win. Yeah, you win. All right. Naked Guile. All right.
This is sexy naked Guile wearing combat boots.
Are we allowed to use naked action figures?
Please
okay?
kindly show this to Dan.
All right, cool.
Oh,
I like it. Defender of the peace.
It's the combat boots and the look on his face. I mean, really,
he is confident. Confident as hell.
He is confident, dry, and secure. On his butt, we have 1992 Hasbro, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Pawtucket, look at that. Made in China. Okay, so there you go.
How much? $5?
$5 for naked Guile wearing combat boots and nothing else. Except the $5. I mean, all right. Let's make this PG-13.
There you go. Very nice. Very tasteful. Very tasteful.
This is very tasteful. Very tasteful.
I like it. I like it a lot.
All right. So
now you win. I forfeit.
I want to vote. Aura Interactor. Round of applause for Aura Interactor.
I appreciate the pity. Thank you.
And round of applause for Buck Naked Guile. Yes. And I will take him home as my trophy. I did bring, just so that
Did you bring Bat Butt?
Yeah, I'm bringing this to the Cavalcade of
his
Nightmares.
collection.
My previous winners, including, let's see here.
Don't touch these, by the way. You can look at them, take pictures. Don't look at them too long.
A pair of A-Team figures, which are just spectacular. I mean, look at these guys. Walk of Shame, Ronald McDonald. And my favorite, this was the first time we did this was at a comic book convention, Garden State Comic Fest.
The comic book convention.
This is a Batman brush. It is an official Avon product, complete with Avon tramp stamp over his he's got a butt crack. It's real. It's real.
Molded.
And it's filthy.
Talk about going all out.
It's something. So, Naked Guile, you are joining this
the winners.
This cavalcade of championship right here. Excellent.
We should make a little toga for him out of these happy birthday napkins.
Yes. Well, I'm going to keep these in my hacky sack.
In your hacky.
I keep saying
fanny pack.
Fanny pack. There's a difference between fanny pack and hacky sack.
Oh, you know what? You should get that rock pose that he has in that picture from the '90s with that Sonic fanny pack. I got to find that picture. We'll do that at the room later.
Yes.
Little fashion suit. Turtleneck. We got to get him a turtleneck.
This is going to be spectacular.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. So we got a 10, 20, 30 to do?
Yes. So what we do on the show from time to time is we're going to fill the remainder of this thing as what we call the 10, 20, 30. And once a month, we talk about games that came out 10, 20, and 30 years ago. Notable games. So this is great. I love technology. I can see Dan poking around at my Google Doc on my phone in real time. Dan Headroom, you're amazing.
What's awesome, Kris, what you guys actually don't know right now is that I am wearing the exact same outfit that Guile is as I record this podcast.
Whole lot of nothing. That's why the cam's off, fellas.
Boots and a $5 price tag?
Surprisingly, yes. So
I hope you manscaped a little bit. I'm really happy this Defender guy left.
Kyle wears it better.
Yeah. The what?
Maybe not in person. Oh, boy. All right,
He's
so
recording his own track.
let's see. Let's start 10 years ago. June 2007. We had Tomb Raider Anniversary for PlayStation 2. I didn't play this. Dan, you're a Tomb Raider fan, right?
Yeah, this game was like a remake or a remastering of the original Tomb Raider, so it was no longer hideously ugly and somewhat playable.
Because the original one is not
Actually, wait, that's a terrible
playable.
idea.
I think it's a great idea.
That. Yeah, no, that's a bad
Look
idea.
at these people, I'm trying to do a show here.
No, I'm sorry, buddy. We
are
can
sorry.
translate. Me and
dare
my shitty
you.
aura interactor are gonna go home after this. I apologize.
No, we're so playing that in the hotel room tonight.
Yeah, all right.
Figured out how to hook it up to my Switch. It's going to be great.
We'll make it compatible.
We'll make it compatible. All right, let's see. We also got Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Now, this I love. Who else played this one? Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition?
That was
was
a good
great,
game.
huh?
Yeah, no, the mechanics in that were so well put into that game. That was
It
fun.
translated ridiculously well.
Yeah,
The
I was
aiming,
surprised.
like with the motion, it's like motion controls are such a mixed bag, but
Especially
man,
on the Wii.
And this one, I remember in the beginning of it when the Rock was coming down, chasing after you, and you're like, shake the remote, like shake it! Oh God, run, run, run! That was motion controls done right.
Yeah.
Then we moved on to we got the Darkness on Xbox 360.
Oh, the one with the shitty snakes on the shoulders. Shitty snake shoulders.
Yeah. Dan, you played Darkness, right?
Yeah, it's based off of the Top Cow comic book.
I love cows.
It was incredibly
hamburgers.
foul-mouthed. Like, which, if any of you have, I mean, obviously you're there at the panel. You've probably listened to the show. Chris and I do our fair share of cursing, and like this game made me blush a little bit playing through it. There was so much bad language, but it was actually surprisingly well done for a comic book video game that was going to originally be published by Majesco.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Who
it
did
was
publish this?
before they like as they were going out of business, they were like, we have to sell things and people sort of like this Darkness comic book. Somebody buy this, and like 2K eventually picked it up. It was fun.
You know what's neat is I'm looking at the TV like you're in it.
Well, I mean, he sort of is in it.
Like as you talk, I'm looking over. Like I can't stop myself, and it's not a
I am
particularly
Chris.
interesting back of
I've
the TV
been here the
either.
whole time.
You've been here the whole time. And the last notable release that came out in June of 2007 was Overlord for 360. Now, that's a series that didn't really go anywhere after first couple of entries, which makes me confused because those little minion guys were cute. Like, did anyone here play Overlord? Do we have any fans of Overlord?
That was a
Played
good game.
everything. I like you. Oh, okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, you got to be a fan of that like real time, like it's a strategy game more or less. And if you're not into that type of stuff, it's not for you. The graphics were good at the time, and I mean overall it was a solid game. But I don't think there's a lot of people on consoles that really
the
want to play that.
characterization of the minions I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, they were pretty neat.
Better than those weird yellow minions we have now. Sorry, I'm not a fan. I don't mean to offend anyone who's huge fans of the minions,
The
but
little banana things.
yeah, those things are weird, man.
They
I guess
are in
that's the
fact
point.
weird.
All right, well, that wasn't very interesting. So let's see about 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I think, is where we're going to get some of the cool stuff. I've got June of 1997, we got Harvest Moon for Super Nintendo. The first Harvest Moon came out on Super Nintendo. And if I had known that game was going to be worth money, I would have bought it.
Who thought like farming sim was just gonna catch on?
I was like so stoked too. I remember getting that game in my Funko land and thinking, "Wow, there's a farming game and it's freaking adorable."
Mm-hmm.
And I never bought it because I just didn't want to spend the money on it.
I mean, how many iterations of that game are there now? There's got to be like 10, 12?
There's at least
Probably more.
50.
Wow. All of them.
I want to count all of them. So, and then in that case, let's go. What do you think? 30, 50?
Over or under? Let's do it. How many of you guys think there's more than 20? Okay. Not Stardew Valley, separate thing.
No. Yes, Rune Factory is because didn't the first one have the subtitle like a Harvest Moon something or other?
No shit. Okay, I didn't know that. All right. More than 30. So we're in between 20 and 30.
But more
Okay.
than 20 people think it's more than 20. I'm amusing myself.
I'm still happy there's more than 20 people here. This is great. All right.
Speaking of long-running franchises that started 20 years ago, Dynasty Warriors for PlayStation. I don't even remember what the first Dynasty Warriors was like. Was it a one-on-one fighting game? That's right. That's so weird that it is so not that anymore. Like, not even close. Yeah. Hyrule Warriors was fun. That was the first one I ever really spent any time with. That game was absolute insanity.
22? 22 of those Harvest Moon games.
Holy crap, 22?
Yeah, Jesse just confirmed.
Wow. They could make like a level in Dynasty Warriors where you're fighting copies of Harvest Moon games.
Aren't they making there's a new Zelda? No, Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem Warriors coming out.
Yeah, which I'm probably not going to buy, but
Nah.
that game has not changed in a very long time.
Hey, you know what? It's got its fans, and to them,
How many?
They are,
How many
yeah.
guys play that one on the iPhone? Does anyone play the Fire Emblem games on the iPhone?
I have an emulator.
Okay.
So I've been playing Fire Emblem. I got one, and now it just makes me angry when I die.
Oh yeah, no, permadeath sucks.
It makes me angry when I die.
Yeah, you get that your favorite, and then he dies. I don't want to fucking play this anymore.
If any of my favorites die, it's basically restart the level. I don't know. It's like
Absolutely, I completely agree. That's the masochistic dedication you need in that game. Like, if your favorite dies, it's a restart. You need to keep him alive, him or her alive. Yeah, there are a lot of great characters in that game, especially in the new ones now. They have, like, whole stories and relationship plots going on. It's nuts. Fire Emblem. Nuts! Sorry. I really like Fire Emblem.
it was.
All right.
I felt like I was wearing an Aura Interactor. I felt that in my back.
You felt the bass?
I did.
I don't know
felt
how
it.
you did, because that was all top end, but all right.
I don't
Moving
even
on.
know why I put this one on here, just because it's interesting. But Hexen for PlayStation came out. Anybody remember? All right, we got somebody who remembers Hexen. Wow,
I'm
that
trying to
was
think
like
what
that
that
weird,
is.
like wizard first-person shooter thing, right?
Wizard shooter.
Oh yeah. Dan, give me your
What?
thoughts on Hexen. What do you think of Hexen?
Boo hiss. It's like it just wasn't for me. It's ugly and wizardy. It's just not a thing I'm into. But like it's a cool idea, but like I don't like Skyrim either, so See, I know. See, like, it's that same reaction that I get. I see that every time I say, like, I don't like Skyrim, and Chris doesn't like Skyrim. Chris doesn't like Skyrim either. Give him the look, too. It's not just me.
I'm sorry, it's not for me. I'm gonna try it when it comes out on Switch. I'm gonna give it another whirl, but it never really caught me. This one I absolutely love. I think me and like 3 other people loved it. Xevious 3D G Plus for PlayStation. Anyone ever mess with that? It's this wonderful 3D like sequel to Xevious, and it's just this delightful PS1 top view shooter. It's just wonderful. I'm talking to myself now.
Shut up.
What are you?
Yeah,
doing?
Xevious. I'm trying to fix the sound problem.
Is there a sound problem?
Can everyone hear Dan? Is that good? Okay, I just want to make sure. If everyone, sort of.
She doesn't like it.
I
I think you should keep working.
All right, I'm going to keep working.
Let's see. We also have Shining of the Holy Ark on Saturn. Anybody play that one? I actually own that game and I've never played it, so I think I'm the worst person in the room.
Is
as
that
far
like
as
sequel to
one's concerned.
Shining Force? Or
It's part of the Shining series.
Shiny.
I don't understand the Shining
Shiny.
series because there's like Shining Force and there's like a bunch of other Shining games. That are,
Well, I think I don't know if they rebooted it or redid something on the Game Boy Advanced where they had another.
This is a while back. This
Yeah.
is Saturn we're talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, probably the most important thing to come out in June of 1997 was Star Fox 64. I loved the crap out of this game, man. Did anybody see the VHS tape they sent out to promote this thing? Oh man, that thing is a work of art. Look it up on YouTube. It's just look this up on YouTube. Look up Star Fox 64 VHS. It's a work of art. It's got this guy in a Sony shirt and a guy in a Sega shirt, and they like break into Nintendo and they're trying to like steal their secrets of Star Fox 64. It's uncomfortable. It is amazing. You've got to watch it. But man, that game itself was just absolutely incredible. Now, Dan, were you out of Nintendo at that point? I know you had a 64 in your dorm room, right?
Yeah, I did, but Star Fox just wasn't one of the things that we picked up. We were too busy playing like No Mercy and all the other wrestling games that were out. It
I
was
dug the
just
Star
that.
Fox multiplayer. It had split screen multiplayer. That was pretty rad. But the voices, I don't know why I was so impressed with the fact that they had voices at that point, but I was completely impressed by that fact. But yeah, Star Fox 64 was such a good game. And I didn't really play the 3DS remake either. And I know that I should. It was good from what I'm told. All right, let's see here. Back in June of 1987, we're now going back 30 years, and I could only find 2 interesting releases from 30 years ago. I found 1943 hit arcades.
Oh, that's dope.
That's an awesome game.
Took the wrong microphone. That is silly. Yeah, no, that's a great game. 1940. That also came out on the Nintendo, but different time.
NES,
I'm assuming.
yeah.
That game's fantastic. Has anyone ever played that? Doesn't have to be on the. 1943 is great. There was 42 and 43 they did, right?
Yeah, just World War II, plane shooting the crap. Like when you really
It's a
think
bullet
about
hell.
the body count in a game like that, it's really pretty impressive. Like because somebody's flying all those planes.
I killed a lot of people.
A lot. And the other one was Road Blasters, came out in the arcade. That was another one. I feel like I should know more about Road Blasters, but I've never really nailed down getting into that game.
That never really hit you.
No.
That's
no.
all right. I mean, I've never even heard of that game, but I didn't get a list
Road
beforehand,
Blasters
so I'm
was
just kind of
awesome,
going
man.
with the flow on this.
Have you been road blasted, Dan?
What's that?
Have you been road blasted?
That doesn't sound good.
I
Do you
can
like Road
barely
Blasters?
hear you.
Well, I can barely see you.
That's true.
Road Blasters arcade. What do you think?
I really like it. I seem to have fond memories of it. I may be getting it confused with something else, but that's what happens when we get older, Chris. As you know, now that it was your 57th
Joystick
birthday
goes first.
this past
Yes,
week.
and for my birthday, I'm officially old because I sneezed a whole bunch and pulled all the muscles in my neck. So like I
Don't
can't-
get old, people.
It hurts to swallow and talk, which is great because I've been selling EverDrives all day and now I'm doing a panel. So talking is right, just the perfect thing.
You get
for
to lay
me.
down later. It's
Thank
fine.
you. Well, that's really all that we have for the 10, 20, 30 this week. So I mean, what time is it? It's 9 o'clock. We've really been only at this for like 20 minutes. Wow.
Yeah,
See, I undershot this by a lot. Like, I
really
was
did,
thinking,
Don't worry,
Chris.
everything's going to be fine, dude.
We got to
It's
roll
going to be
through
fine.
this stuff.
All right, so people have bought stuff here today, I'm assuming. Has anyone bought anything? I'd like to see some submissions, so why don't we line up a little bit, and I'd like to see some stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about the things that people bought.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay.
By all
All
means,
right.
bring it up. All right, let's start.
Now, this right here is Matt Flamger. He's been listening to the show. He's actually written into the show
Big fan
a
of the
couple
show,
times. I have mispronounced his name on the show many times. I've called him Matt Flamger, and it's actually Matt Flamger. So what do you got for us, Matt?
Take a look at that picture right there.
Wow.
That's a lot of
This
Kirby
is a
stuff.
picture of 4 Kirby plushes. We've got King DDD, Meta Knight, Kirby, and a Waddle Dee.
I like it,
And
full
they're all
collection.
chilling on the and is that the back of your car?
Back of my car.
The back of your car. Wow, that is fantastic.
That's pretty swag.
I bought the Kirby and the Waddle Dee from the New York Nintendo store, and then I bought these two just today. DDD and Meta Knight I bought today.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. So you
Fantastic.
completed the set. I like it.
All right, what about you? What do you got today?
This is probably the lamest stuff. I got the Scouter from Dragon Ball.
There's nothing lame about
No,
that Scouter.
absolutely not.
At all.
My parents can take it down.
Well,
You set your bar too high. That's it.
it's fair. Nothing is a naked
I like
dial.
the Scout. Scouter's dope, man. I like that.
The other thing, I got this one. I got a few pins, like the other Nova ones. I got one that says I love my otaku girlfriend, and I got one for my girlfriend that says I heart my otaku boyfriend because I'm an anime.
Very
Aw,
nice.
That's wonderful.
Very
And I
nice.
dig your classically trained shirt. Well done. All right, what do you got? You look like you got some stuff. Oh, look at this bag. What is in this bag?
Well, firstly, I have that shirt in my bag. I was going to wear
You
that today.
bought the gold bag.
Very nice.
Oh, man. Dan, can you put this in
Goldberg.
front of the camera? Dan needs to see this. This
Well,
is
no,
this
let
is a
him have the
Goldberg
honors.
Nintendo 64 memory card.
Oh,
That
that's
is
amazing.
A thing of beauty.
You have pleased Dan. Good
That is
job.
wonderful. Do you have the Tomb Raider one, too?
No, I just wanted the gold.
What in the... Oh, it's a
Whoa.
Lupin the Third.
Wow.
Wow,
Is that a
that
radio
is-
control car?
No, but I bought it just as much for the car as I did for the figure.
No, that's awesome. That is a really cool
That's
thing.
totally like the best Christmas ornament ever.
All right, 2
What?
Sega
Oh. That is scantily clad. That might have won the competition if that was here.
Is this the girl from Golden Axe?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't. Do you know who this is? I don't know.
I got nothing. She's wearing purple.
I think she's from Fantasy Star. Fantasy Star 2.
Okay.
You know
All
what?
right,
I can't say you're wrong, so you're right.
Congrats.
Wow. Yes, it is.
I didn't even see it.
All right. Cool.
Very
Winner.
cool stuff. Yeah.
Nicely
All right.
done. You have made out well today. You got more in that bag?
I got some strange stuff. I didn't buy it.
We're all about the strange.
Yes.
Whoa! What? This is.
What is this? Saturn
This is
to
Splatoon 2
PlayStation?
levels of like spaghetti here. What is going on?
PS converter. I see Saturn.
It allows you to use a Super Nintendo
Oh, all right.
and Saturn controller on a PlayStation.
Whoa.
Oh, all right. That's kind of cool.
That is fantastic. Yo, I would use my Saturn pad for like everything. I love my 6-button Saturn pad. Oh my god, this is gorgeous.
What the?
Oh my goodness, this Super Game Boy booster.
What? Okay, this isn't legal, obviously, but
We got some contraband in here.
yeah, but that is cool. I
Wow.
mean, I've seen like the stuff where you didn't have to put the discs in anymore, like the GoldenEye things that they had. But this is
this?
new. Yeah.
Who did this? This is from.
Do you need like a disc or anything, or just it's just
Oh,
what
the
the
Super 8. Put
Put
the
the
NES back. Oh, the box for this is so rad.
And yeah, this is Saved by the Bell levels. Oh
Look at-
man.
You seeing this, everybody? Look at the box on this. This is the raddest, 90st thing. Oh, look
Yeah,
at you.
that's pretty sick.
You see this, Dan? That is
That's
that is
amazing.
sensational.
Yeah, that is something.
Wow. Well, you made out like a bandit today.
That you did, sir.
These are from my collection.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you
regardless.
brought them up. Like, yeah, no, that's awesome.
That's awesome stuff. What have
I'm
you
more
got here
impressed
today,
by
huh?
the Macho Man shirt. If we're
Shoot,
just
man.
being honest
We're all
here.
about games.
We are.
I also like your sweet bag.
That is actually that's
yeah.
a really sweet bag, and it breathes too. You could like keep dirty underwear in there, and it wouldn't stink.
Oh, you got tack. Okay.
Oh, attacking the power of Juju.
Yeah. There's a cartoon about that, right?
There was.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, maybe that's why they don't make these games anymore. Because I heard these games were pretty decent.
Yeah, that's
didn't
what I
really
heard.
Play 'em.
May I, or I just want to see the back real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Nice.
no, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. I remember my GameStop days. This was a pretty big game.
I forgot this franchise even existed.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
this
Dan,
is,
you
this
ever
is
play
cool.
TAC?
That's the little like crazy island looking kid, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The crazy island looking kid. The crazy
I
Samoan
don't know.
running around.
All
right, what else you
I
got?
know Dean's dropped a couple of F-bombs, but I'm trying
Oh,
to keep
dope.
things PC.
This is a dope game.
You know.
Oh, man. You played this, right, Chris?
I did. I played the heck out of Rayman Origins.
Oh, yeah, dude. This was
$10.
great.
Well done.
Yeah, no, that's a steal,
That's
man.
a steal at that price.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Oh, an Epic Mickey.
That
Oh,
game
man.
broke my heart, man.
Yeah, nah.
That's-
It's a solid, like, the idea was so good, and it just... We got a twin.
Nice. Power of 2.
Wait, they made a second one?
They did, yeah.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, and this one has Oswald the rabbit. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, okay. Very cool. Well, thank you. Oh, you got more?
You got
All right,
more. You
awesome.
got more.
I
Oh,
like that
nice.
game a lot. I think it's underrated, but that was a really solid game. Did you play that one?
No.
Dan, did you play Twisted Metal for the PS3?
Yeah, that one was awesome. It's just called Twisted Metal, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have any subtitle or anything.
Yes.
Yeah, they had the marketing campaign behind that was really cool too.
Oh,
like
sick.
They used Rolling Stones Paint It Black. I don't know if you remember
That might have been
dude.
Twisted Metal Black.
It was really cool.
Well, shut
You're
up,
really
Dan.
cool.
You're wrong.
I'm sorry.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
for
you very
sharing.
much. That was awesome, man.
Congratulations
Good
on your
picks.
polls. What do we got here? What have we here?
I only bought 2 things. The rest is just stuff I bought for.
Was the
That's
bag
fine.
one of them? It's a nice bag.
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
there you go, man.
Oh, look at you. This is an original tall
He's
box.
a man of fine taste.
Look at this. This is a tall box Doom for PlayStation 1.
It's in good shape, too, dude.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, nice pick.
This is stunning. I love it.
Only thing that's wrong with it, there's like 2 pages of the manual that's loose. They're like,
I mean, you could probably rebind
Really, all
that.
things
Yeah, you know.
considered, how often are you pulling out the manual on this thing?
None.
This
Very
is
nice
gorgeous.
pick.
Good
yeah,
job.
absolutely. All right, so what's the other thing you got?
I love long box PS1 games.
Yeah, no, those
They're
are cool,
so
man.
Awesome.
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid. This is a man after Dan's heart right here.
Yeah,
It's the original
it
Metal
is.
Gear Solid. This is not a greatest hits version.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just Metal Gear Solid.
Nice.
$15.
$15.
Not
Not
bad.
What are we looking at in here? I know there was a copy at the,
We got
I
enough
think
time?
at Stone Age Gamer earlier, but it was missing one of the discs.
Okay.
Look at you.
Okay.
That is the thing of beauty. Well done.
Very
picked
nice,
up some
man.
winners
Yeah, you-
today.
Well, the thing is, I'm not going to play this really because I want to play them in order, so I got to get Metal Gear HD collection first.
You want to play them in like chronological order or just release order? And
Both of them.
so you're starting with the MSX games, is what you're talking about.
Ooh, that's
awesome.
That's a while ago.
Awesome.
Yeah. Very good
They're good
picks,
stuff, man.
You have fine taste, sir.
We did a ridiculous Metal Gear retrospective on the show a while back.
Yeah,
we're
that
a
was-
big
that
Metal
was
Gear
cool
fans,
stuff.
especially Dan. Especially
Dan, say you're a big
Dan
Metal
Headroom.
Gear fan.
I'm a big Metal Gear fan.
Fantastic.
right?
Thank you, Dan.
He's a fair that he likes to wear skirts. See if he does that.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
In this bag is an emergency Resident Evil PlayStation disc.
Okay.
Very
awesome.
cool.
Just in case of
Just
emergency.
in case.
But don't
Thank-
break the disc. All right, what do we
Thank you
got
so
here?
much.
The fanny pack won, right?
No,
Naked Guile won.
technically won, but the,
Yes.
the fanny pack is Secret of Evermore.
Wow,
Matt Much,
very cool.
She bought Secret of Evermore.
Matt Much wrote an
Matt is
article
a
about
huge
this,
fan.
right?
Yeah, he wrote a whole article for on our website about this.
Very cool pick.
I knew nothing about it, and my friend's like, "Go find this weekend. I can't go." And I'm like, "Okay." And then reading, apparently, it's like was developed in the U.S. as opposed to everything else being developed.
This was like Final Fantasy like, correct?
I was more Secret of Mana like, I guess.
Okay, all right.
It's a really cool game. It's got a dog in it. I mean,
Dog companion.
yeah, dog companion.
Can't go wrong.
Hard to
Can't
go
go wrong.
with dog companion.
Very, very good
Very
purchase.
good pull. Thank you.
Matt Much approves.
Wow. All right.
Oh, we got a
first
soldier
off,
here.
I love your outfit. What do you got for us?
A shovel.
I got a Game Boy Advance player of a SpongeBob.
Very cool.
Oh, Game Boy videos.
Those
Oh,
are cool stuff.
Those things were awesome. I remember when those came out, like right before that, Video Now was all popular.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone remember what Video Now was? It was this little thing, and it was like the screen was the size of a postage stamp, and like kids would buy them, and I'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And then they started putting them on Game Boy Advance, and that was great. But
They did that with, what was it, Hit Clips, I think? The little plastic
oh my
cartridges.
God, Hit Clips!
Yeah, those are bad. You got 'em at McDonald's.
Wow. Those were the days.
All right, so
good
I
ones
see you got
either.
something else there.
I see you got
I
iToy
play. Oh, God, yeah,
Nice.
those are.
Do you have the iToy?
Yes, I do.
Oh wow! All right, so you're set. You got yourself an evening ahead of you, watching SpongeBob and playing iToy.
He might die after that. I don't know.
You don't have Naked Guile to join you, but
No one has Naked Guile except you, Chris. We get to. So that's those are your purchases. Good stuff,
done.
man.
Well
Good
done.
stuff. Thank you very much.
awesome.
Well, no, don't shrug. Bring it over.
I love the
TooManyGames
like this shirt.
Yeah,
thing
is
got
that
going
from
on.
this year?
That's this year's.
Very
See, now,
cool.
I thought it was all Sonic the Hedgehog. I guess it's all
It's
Sega.
Sega, I
themed.
guess, yeah.
That is awesome. I've seen people walking around with it all day. Jet Set Radio.
Very cool. Yeah, the bag's pretty
Fantastic
dope
game.
too.
It is. How much was that bag?
Free came with.
Oh, do you have the?
Oh, you got the fun. Oh,
We
look
don't
at
get
you.
cool stuff
Nah.
like that. We're just panelists.
Yeah, silly us.
But
So what'd you pick up today?
yep.
Is coming here.
Ah, yes.
Very true. Very true.
We are the gift.
So, let's see. I got this little ditty sticker.
Oh, it's chibi Pokemon, right? Oh, that's
It's like
cool.
a tower of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Cave harpies.
Precious.
Yeah, so we have Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat, right? I got them. I'm good at my Pokemon.
I didn't know any of those.
I have a samurai shampoo.
Is that like a bump?
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Oh, very,
Very
cool.
cool.
That's a great show.
Yeah, I know, right? I have this
Oh,
all the way back in 1999.
he's in good shape.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's all see-through and stuff.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah.
I also managed to find a keep calm and F off button. And actually, I did not buy this. I got this for free.
Wow. What for? Just for the...
Like,
Being a badass.
And here you go.
about it.
Wow. All right. Super cool. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Who else? Anybody?
Oh, we got-
All right, what do we got? Let's. I love it.
Not a
I
problem.
love it. Is that Ristar? That's
Very cool.
fantastic.
didn't realize how rare this was these days.
Is it rare these days, really?
I mean, it was
Holy cow, is that 35?
Wow. I guess it is
Wow,
sort of
all
rare.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good game.
I mean, it was a game that is true to my from my childhood, and then I just lost it after all those years, and now
Mine is Bubsy.
reunited. It's wonderful.
Well, congratulations on getting that back in your life. What else you got here?
And also, I picked up 2 albums, both from the Game Shops booth.
DJ Cutman. Yeah, he's
Oh,
pretty
nice.
dope. Is this a new one, Legend of Dubstep?
That's actually one of his originals, like one of the very, very early works that he did.
I think I have the volume 1. Do you mind if I okay, no. I just yep, no, I have this one. This is good stuff. You're in for Have you listened to this at all? You are in for a good time, man. This is good stuff. I've been a fan of DJ Cutman forever. If you guys don't know who he is, he has a booth out on the floor, pretty large booth. He does a lot of the music here for the convention, and I believe his label is most of the stuff you're hearing for this. And I believe he's doing a DJ battle tomorrow. I think not him specifically. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm shitty. You guys are here. You could be listening to that, but I appreciate you guys being here. But yeah, no, his stuff is awesome. If you get a chance, go chat him up. He's a really friendly dude. Yeah, absolutely. His stuff is great. I'm friends with his friend Square Painter, who has a booth here, and his stuff is awesome. Adam is a good man. Yeah.
This is probably like a bundle situation.
Is it?
So, yeah,
Okay, very cool.
together for me. So, and he did the same for last year. I got what was it? The Chozo album. I think it was like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Chozo, something like that.
Okay.
His Smooth the Groove album.
Oh, that one's cool, man.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And what else did I get? Shoot, I can't remember.
The only music I bought this year was I
All together, but either way.
went over to the Indie Creates booth and I
Yeah.
bought the Blaster Master Zero soundtrack, which is amazing.
They have a bunch of stuff. Thank you so much, by the
Yes,
way.
thank you very much. It was 15, and it was well worth. I mean, if you haven't played the game too, I mean, Blaster Master Zero is so good. It's so good, and I couldn't believe those guys were here. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yeah,
that stuff.
absolutely.
Enjoy the heck out of Ristar,
But
man.
before we go any farther, give yourself a round of applause, guys,
Yes,
for being
thank you
here,
very much
showing
for-
us stuff.
for
We
showing up.
appreciate it. That is cool stuff.
This really does kind of mean the world to us to have people in this room.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So at the Blaster Master booth. Oh, wait, no, I saw a hand. Hand?
I'm curious as to why you named this panel It's Dangerous to Go Alone, Take This $20.
Well, that was the contest we did in the beginning. So we all had $20 to go around the show.
Oh, I thought you were going to give away $20.
I'm sorry if you thought we were going to do that. I apologize.
Now I understand why this was so popular.
That's why people.
Is
are
that
here.
why
They
there are
thought we
so
were
many
giving
people
away
in the room this
$20.
time?
Yeah.
You
All
thought
right.
you were going to get $20?
Oh, wow. We are. I got to change the title back to what it was last year, I think. Shit. Whoops. Yeah, no. So at the Blaster Master booth, did they have the games for sale? Or
No, because they're all digital.
even the because I saw they had Azure Striker Gunvolt.
Yeah, there's like a new
alright.
version of that coming out
Yeah.
on Switch, and
It looks really
it's
good.
Really awesome. I played it for like 4 seconds before
Yeah.
I had to run back to the booth I was working.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out the Indie Creates booth. There's some really awesome stuff.
There are a lot of really cool games there. Like I saw, this game's been here a couple years. A Super Puzzle Fighter, something like that. Robo Puzzle. Thank you.
There you
Robo
go.
Puzzle Smash. That game is freaking dope. It's like Super Puzzle Fighter, except you're fighting on a 3D grid that moves.
Oh, I remember this game.
Yeah,
I was
it's-
terrible at it.
You were. I think I beat you.
Yeah, it was a bad.
That's
time.
why I love it, because I beat him. I rarely beat Chris in anything. He's very good at video games. But, yeah, no, that's a really cool game. There were a couple RPGs along the back wall that were really neat. Did you guys play anything good today? Oh, one at a time, guys. One at a time. Matt?
A friend of mine from back home, he's over in the indie games. He's showing off a game called Aftermath.
Okay.
Oh.
It's styled after NES platformer. It's kind of neat.
Very cool.
All right, cool.
Let's go over here. Yep.
I forget who developed it, but they called it super multitasking. So the screen would be divided up into 4 sections, and each section was controlled by certain buttons on the controller. And like it would like switch between games or between games, play multiple games at the same time.
Oh, God.
You go for as long as you can. It's actually really hard, but really
My head
That
would
sounds
fucking
like a
explode.
nightmare.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you back there? The guy who wanted $20.
We're not giving you $20 still, but you can ask your question.
Shrek on Xbox.
Wow.
Oh wow. Who
Yeah.
has that? Who has that to play
It's
today?
probably in the free play area.
Oh, my
Is
God.
it in the arcade area? Free. Oh
Wow,
God, yeah.
that's
We
brutal.
Jessie thought she was going to be sassy today and decided to. Yeah, you were excellent. There was this game called Roadrunner Death Rally.
Death Valley Rally.
Yeah, Death Valley Rally, and she's like, "I'm good at this. I'm the best." Sits down, makes it like a half level, and that man Wile E. Coyote just annihilated her. That was. Obviously, you didn't want to play
course.
anymore. All right,
I almost bought. Now, I went to a booth, and I haven't bought any real games for myself yet. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. But there was a booth that had a complete in-box copy of Bubsy for Jaguar.
Don't you dare! I am not playing that.
I already have the cartridge, but I
not
really
playing
wanted
that.
to get its box and manual.
If you bring that to the Pain in the Assathon, I will burn it.
Oh,
Don't put that in front of me. Don't put that evil on me.
So I guess we're coming close to wrapping this up here. So I'm going to mention the next thing that we're all going to be at is Garden State Comic Fest, which is actually Evan. Why don't you talk a little bit about Garden State Comic Fest? This is Evan. He is the co-founder of our website geekade.com, which is where we do this where this podcast is hosted and all the other stuff. And you have a comic book convention coming up.
Yeah, on July 8th and 9th in Morristown, New Jersey, we are running a 2-day comic convention. It's in Menon Arena, which is a total of 3 hockey rinks. So we take over 2 of them, open them up as show floors, and then the third hockey rink, which still has ice on it, for about 3 to 4 hours, we rent out ice skates and do cosplay on ice. Which, it sounds like a really bad idea, but
It's great.
the best bad idea
great.
ever. Like, it is amazingly awesome.
If you ever want to see Superman fall on his ass, that would be the time to do it.
I don't know how many of you guys are comic fans, but we have comic artists, vendors. We have games. And
The cosplay
toys
is pretty next level, too. There's a contest there, and both years that I've been there, I've seen probably some of the best stuff. They had that Hulkbuster there the one year.
There's a company called Extreme Cosplay. He goes to New York Comic Con. He had, I think it was a 12-foot Hulkbuster. Now, for those that don't know Hulkbuster, it's Iron Man the size of Hulk. And he had to use special doorways and whatnot because he couldn't just wander the floor like
There was
normal
also
people.
a mech version of R2-D2 that stood
With
pretty tough.
the
Gatling
rotating Gatling gun.
Yeah, that's pretty
awesome.
neat. Yeah, he was cool. He made R2-D2 sounds too. That was neat. There was a Clayface there one year. He was
the
2 years
Clayface
ago,
was
yep.
crazy. That was nuts.
This guy, probably about my height, but it was another 1.5 feet, and he coated Clayface from the Batman the Animated Series, had that clay look to him, and he coated his whole costume in insulation foam and painted it. Now, it was July, and it was like 92 degrees outside.
He had computer fans running in his suit so he
Water
can
bottle,
actually get...
had a water bottle, like a hamster in there. It was hysterical.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
When the hamster died, it was time to get out.
Yeah. But the thing was, the way the costume was designed, if he passed out or, God forbid, died, the costume would just buckle in on itself, and it would still be standing. It wouldn't fall over back or forth. So if he just stopped moving, we'd have to go over
We
to
knew there
him
was a problem.
and poke him a little bit to make sure he was still alive.
For those of you video game fans, any League of Legends players here? No? Wow, that's a first.
Is that it?
Oh, no, that's fair. They had a really good Fiddlesticks, the giant scarecrow on the stilts.
Yes, that guy who knew how to work stilts and said, I got to figure out a costume around it.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. He was
That guy.
dancing around. That was impressive. So, yeah, that's a really cool con. When's it running again?
July 8th and 9th, Morristown, New Jersey at Menon Arena.
And we'll be also doing a panel there. And it's a different panel than here. We are doing the D-list debate. I think that's what we're calling
Yes,
it.
the D-list debate. We're going to argue which bad comic book characters are the best bad comic book characters.
In a team.
In a team
Team
setting,
form.
Yes. Team versus team. It's going to be pretty stupid, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be something.
After that, probably the biggest thing we've got for the year. We did this the first time last year. We team up with the Colon Cancer Alliance, and we do what's called the Pain in the Assathon because colon cancer, butt joke. We're hilarious.
We're witty.
We are.
Sure.
And we play difficult pain in the ass games for 24 hours straight in a telethon form. Last year I beat Link Faces of Evil for CDI. Beginning to
but is
end.
that really considered a win?
No.
Oh, I consider it a win. And this year I'm playing Zelda Wand of Gamelon. You have a question back there? Oh, well, see, he has a running thing with Bubsy, and so we had him play the first Bubsy on Super Nintendo, Claws Encounters of the Third Kind. And how many hours were you at that, Dean?
4.
4 hours, and he did not beat it. But he played it for 4 hours straight. And
Wasn't it
and
at a
couldn't get through
ridiculous
it.
time, too?
What could
It was. It was like the last day. It was the last hours of the whole thing. So he was exhausted. But
I screamed a lot. I probably clipped that mic more times than I was on camera. It was.
I will
bad.
make him play Bubsy 3D one of these games. I mean, the first Bubsy isn't an awful game. It's got some design flaws. And then I think the Jaguar one's probably the worst of the bunch because that game's just filth.
Garbage.
It's just pure filth.
There is a new
and
Bubsy
I was
coming out.
gonna buy it. I was gonna spend $40 on a second copy of that game because I'm a masochist.
You have a problem.
Like, I
Yeah,
clearly
so
do. Yes.
that'll be a lot of fun. We're on Twitch literally 24 hours
Yeah,
straight.
it's going to be in August. I don't think we've 100% nailed down the date yet, but stay tuned on StoneAgeGamer.com, Keycade.com. We're going to post all about it. It's going to be my life after next week, the week
And
after.
we're working with the
Colon Cancer Alliance. So it is an official charity, so don't worry you're not donating money to us for us to then screw around and
No,
mess
we
up
give
with.
you guys a direct.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, we
Buy
give you guys a direct
Buy
link
fine
to
products
their
like these.
website, so you guys will be able to donate, and we just get the updates to know that you guys donated. That's it. So we got to wrap up soon. Do you guys have any questions for us or anything like that before we go? Shoot. I fucking hate every second of it, but I'm gonna play it, and if it's good, it's good. Kris actually brought that to my attention immediately. I was at work. It was late at night, I think. It was later at night, and he just kept screaming, Dean, Dean, Dean. Why isn't Dean here? Post the link, goes away. Everyone starts laughing. I'm like, what's so fucking funny? And then I see it, and I'm like, yeah, all right, great.
I also
Joke's
said
on
what
me.
could possibly go wrong.
Yeah,
But,
it was bad.
I'm actually genuinely interested in it because
hope
it's
it's
being
good.
developed by the team who did the Gianna sisters. I think the art direction looks hideous, but I kind of want it to look hideous because
Bubsy.
I don't know if I can live in a world where there's a good Bubsy game. What's that? It's entirely look. If they go out of their way to make a crappy game that knows it's crappy, I will be so impressed. I will buy the heck out of it. What do you got?
And then we'll go to the back.
You ever got so furious at a game you took it out of your system and smashed it?
Dan?
I couldn't hear the question. What was it?
Have you ever been so mad at a game that you took the game out of the system and smashed it?
Oh, yeah, it's and we've talked about it endlessly on the show. But the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's right.
That game went flying across my bedroom. Dude, like my little 13-inch Emerson TV barely stayed on my dresser. I was so pissed. So pissed.
For me, it was the first Ninja Gaiden for NES. There were the birds, man. The birds. They take away 3 pieces of health. They're just birds. I don't understand. I'm fighting ninjas. There's a guy beating me with a club. It takes away 1 thing of health. A bird runs into me. 3 things of health. Oh.
That's fair. That happens.
And when I finally get to the last boss of the game and it sends me back 6 levels? What is wrong with
That's bullshit.
I took the game out and I threw it. I still have it. I didn't break it, but it's still mine. Way in the back there. What do you got?
Oh, God. I
Wow.
don't know.
And now I want a Gex Bubsy crossover.
Stop it. You're going to
Make
say
it
that it's
happen.
going to happen.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with Gex
Yeah, there was
at the
nothing
time,
wrong with Gex
but
at the first one. I dug the first one. The
there
first
were
one was
like
pretty
3
cool.
of them, weren't there?
Yeah, I think by the time Enter the Gecko was around, I was kind of out of it. But I remember digging the first one. It was kind of cool. I will take your word for it, man. Any other questions? Oh, okay. Any other questions? Anybody else?
Shoot. Why what?
Why not?
Why do you do this variety show? Like, it's dangerous to blow. Take 20 bucks.
Well, we wanted a gimmick for our panel, and so that we could get people to show up, and then we did it. And then now we've been doing it for, 3-4 years now?
And people keep showing up.
Yeah. And then we all own this stuff. I mean,
Sadly.
it's absolutely terrible. Thank you. And we just do our best to be entertaining. I mean, we're just happy to be here.
Yeah, I mean, if you they do a really great job on the podcast. I used to be on it for a while. Dan and Kris are joy to hang around and talk to. And it's a lot of really good content. They do talk about news a bit, but then they also talk about the 10, 20, 30, which goes quite a bit longer on the podcast, typically because we can actually hear Dan and converse with him, which is something.
We go on and on.
Yeah, and it's about an hour long. It's great for car rides and stuff. I listen to it quite a bit. So yeah, there's that. And she's gone. I'm not answering the question anymore. Someone else had a question? Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to read this off of my phone. In case anyone was wondering, I do read this off of a script. That's our show. Join us next week when Dan and I will not be talking about our summer series because I don't know about Dan, but I'm certainly not anywhere near along enough in these games. Dan and I were doing a summer series where we each picked, we put a vote up for people to choose what games we were going to play. Right now, Dan and I are trying to make it through Xanadu for NES and Utopia 2 on TurboGrafx 16. And I just moved to a new house, and I have not had nearly enough time to play those games. So we're going to delay that for another week, and instead we are going to focus on a listener request topic. Marty C. wanted us to talk about games we love that the rest of the world hates, and I think that's going to be pretty fun. So once again, tune into that next week. You can find the podcast on StoneAgeGamer.com or Geekade.com. You can get in touch with us at mail@geekade.com, as well as all flavors of social media that we inhabit. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Geekade, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels for all our latest video content, and follow us on Twitter at @the_Geekade. You can also find us individually on Twitter. I'm at Geekade Kris, that's Geekade KRIS. Dean is at
Kimono_Vestlord.
And Dan is at
Geekade Dan.
If you're interested in more information about anything we discussed tonight, with the exception of Naked Guile, feel free to
send them all the pictures of Naked Guile that you can find.
Make a whole website dedicated to him. It's going to be great. Check out our show notes, and while you're at it, you can subscribe to this and any of our other wonderful podcasts on iTunes or Stitcher, or if you're super nice, you can leave us a review, because any and all feedback is welcome and appreciated. We'd also like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan. This guy edits our show every
round
week.
of applause. There you go, guys.
He
Thank
makes
you.
the show listenable for all you people. And we also like to thank Mark TDK Knight, who has our show's theme song, which you didn't hear here at the panel, but if you listen to the show, he provided the song Chubby Chubby Chip Chip, which we use as our theme song. It's always fun to say. We've got a link to his Bandcamp and his website in our show notes. As always, remember to keep your eyes on Geekade.com, where we try to post something new every single day. Thank you, everyone, for showing up to this panel. I am astonished that there are people in this room. There's still people. You haven't all left. I mean, really. That's just, you're warming my heart. You've really made my day here.
Yeah, really. If you see those people who walked
Moving
out.
on up. Well,
if you see those people who walked out, make sure you give them a piece of your mind as you're leaving the convention.
I'll give them a piece
very
of my
rude.
mind.
Especially the girl with the sassy question. Why?
I'll flash my
Why you?
Flash my naked.
All right, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for coming by.
Hey, she showed up, so I
that's
approve.
true. That's true. Yeah.
On behalf of myself, Dean, Dan, Evan, Jess, Matt, and really everyone here, keep playing games.